Alright. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Alright. Ugh. Man, I am not awake. Let's see. Let's go back to the boat. So, greetings and salutations, everyone. I hope you had a nice evening last night. Took the evening off to hang out with the wife. We went to Alita, Battle Angel. Thank you, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, Stream whatever. And then we went out to dinner, caught a little bit of a live show. We had a fun night, I think. I kind of want to keep some of these scrolls to just learn the spells. I think I'm pretty much done with the ice jumping this year. I see a couple of things. I think like a handful of things, like maybe 4. Maybe 5. But not tons. Not tons and tons and tons and tons and tons. Morning, Tlab. Well, I'm tired. And then after I got her to bed, I got up here and started thinking, oh, I could turn the stream on. But it's pretty late and I was already tired, so I just really I decided to work on the ice game stuff a little bit. The ending this weekend. I'm good. Like I said, tired. My nose is running pretty bad. It started snowing here pretty heavy last night. So it'll be a few minutes before I'm really Samus again. Alita was pretty much everything I wanted to see. Yeah, I haven't really done much today. I looked at a little bit of Twitter, just a little bit. If what I'm seeing on Twitter is correct, don't know how much I like the idea of declaring a national emergency, but I don't know, we'll see what happens, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it again, I haven't listened, so I'm not going to make opinions yet. As I understand, there's a couple of different ways that it could be done, sort of, almost, kinda. But I've never been a fan of using my pen or my phone to fix problems. This is just another example of that logic. If you don't like the budget, you stand firm and you make the other guy move. This is definitely playing politics. When you say, alright, well, I'm gonna slap your budget on because I don't want the government shut down, but then you try to backdoor with an emergency and I don't know, it doesn't sound great. I mean, it's not my thing. Oh. Shouldn't we have a different ring handly? Right, let's go here and let's go here. Our open lock is not very good. We do need an open lock item. Slipping into the future. So, this is another built for me by Spotify playlist. I don't know if it's supposed to be made of stuff that I don't listen to very often, or what exactly, but these are songs that are not normally on my radar. Overall, I am reasonably pleased here. I feel like the answer is that way. Oh, sweet. We did it. Need more metal? Yeah, I don't know. First thing in the morning, I just want something to help me, like, wake up. And most of the songs that I think of as metal are pretty old. Even for most normal people. Alright, did I not pull a lever? I ran by all the levers. Thought I pulled all the levers. Did I not get one pulled? All shenanigans. tracking. Oh, you know, I just disabled the traps. I didn't pull a lever in this first room. Okay. The quest killed so many hidden paper players. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty tough quest. I can imagine it tearing through some pen and paper people. I mean, it's also got like these areas of ease, and then it kicks you in the pants. Alright. I love how it seems now like every time I touch my glasses I smear. I swear, like in the day, I never had to clean my glasses. Now I just like look at my glasses and they're smeared. Or they have gunk on them or something. So you should pop your heads out here. Oh, Flameborn scum, huh? My shield spell wore off. Yeah, that's a tough one. You should. There's a. No, I guess there's not a. Like a bounce back to your hand type counterspell in standard right now. I thought maybe there was for a minute, but I think that rotated out. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, like, oh, what was it called? Every once in a while we'll get a counterspell that bounces the spell back to the hand and not try to counter it. No, hang on. The last one in standard was 2 mana, but it also bounced a permanent on the field. I can't think what it's called now. But every once in a while we'll get one of those. It's not hexproof on the stack. Insubstantiate? That's the one. Yeah, but again, it can be put back in your hand on resolution, or when it's on the stack, if it's the right kind of counter spell. Those are what I'm talking about. The ones that don't counter it, they just put it back in your hand without countering. all practical purposes, it's countered that turn. Remand counters the spell, doesn't it? I said insubstantiate was not very long ago. I don't think remand... is the only one that does that. Like I said, every once in a while we'll get a spell that does it. Yeah, remand counters the spell. So remand would not put Carnage Tyrant back in the hand. It wouldn't do anything. Yep, insubstantiate. Like Venser does it. There's a handful of cards that have done it over Magic's history. Like I said, I don't think we have one currently in Standard. Jump back at a healing spell or two. Yeah, I mean, Carnage T is by far not a beast. Although he is pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and drink this thing, the moderate Treasure Hunter Elixir. One, I need to get through them, and two, some of the Ravenloft stuff I don't have. I love Eldritch Knight. I've always loved Eldritch Knight. The changes, I think, are pretty reasonable. There is P versus P in the game. It's not super popular, because the way that people kind of scale against each other in this game. And it's heavily designed for P versus E. But technically there's a P versus P system in the game to let people play. If you watch the chat long enough, you'll see a lot of people make comments like, if you were on my server, I would teach you a lesson in the P versus P pit, or whatever. Again, not very many. It's a pretty small number of people who P versus P in this game. I would definitely say less than 10%. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of comments. I hate this quest. I don't know, it's weird, because I need to do this quest. I need this armor that comes out of this quest. But, I'm not a fan of this quest. Okay. So we saved some of the people. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of that kind of comments, and some of them are no big deal, and sometimes people get really adamant about how they're gonna go meet up in a P vs P pit and take it out on each other. I think they could add a stronger esque P vs P system. I'm just not really sure that there's enough interest to make it worth anyone's while. Ugh. Stupid nose. I think I'm going to try to order some fresh tea today, too. No, not really fresh, but I think I'm going to try to order some new teas today. So, it's pretty much my only drink. I mean, it's not actually my only drink, but it's... Oh, you monster. Man, I can't believe, like 10,000 Carnage time, or, I'm on somebody's spam list now, too. Need to get that revised. Can't believe I died. I feel like a chump. That was wrong. Is there player housing? There, kinda. We have a airship system that's like a guild based thing where there's a moderate amount of customization. It's actually pretty sweet, but it's not on an individual person basis, and it's not really great. I think they're looking at another pass pretty soon on the airship, in which I'm hoping that they're going to set up some sort of individual cabin type things, but currently not to the degree that most people would consider guild housing. Again, keep in mind, DDO is 13 years old in 2 weeks, approximately. So it's running on a bunch of pretty old... It's running on a pretty old framework. Yeah, like a personal quarters would be great. I think, as long as they put enough customizable type things in there. And personal chess. Well, we are old. That's how it works. Time doesn't slip backwards, it only slips one way. Into the future. These dogs, they're hitting so hard today. What is up? Hey Varsh, what's going on, baby? Hope you're having a great day. Varsh showing off his shiny 3-month subscriber badge. You know, the more I look at that particular badge, the happier I am with it. I really like the idea of the two mugs cheering. Kind of need to put a little bit more detail into it so it's a little easier to see, but I like it. If my artist guy would actually ever finish a bloody project, I need to reach out to him this weekend. I've been trying to give him cut him some slack. He started technically one of my old jobs not very long ago. And from my own personal history with that job, I know how taxing not the job is, but the boss is. So I'm trying to give him some extra time to get his feet and get going. But at the same time, it's like, I already paid for projects. I need projects completed. But I'd like him to update all of my chat icons. Although I might just... There are some people out on the Twitterverse that they do this kind of thing for a living. They make Twitch overlays and Twitch doodads. I was strongly considering having somebody who specializes in that kind of thing take a look. Alright, what's her name should be walking around by now. I do not usually see her back here. Go this way. Now, this stupid Willow is targeted. Looks like we got lucky though in this firewall and the web were still close enough together. Man, we got a lot of Reapers all of a sudden today. Like, we weren't getting hardly any, and now that's like every 4 steps there's another Reaper. It's alright. We almost through this area. Look, another Reaper. It's like I took 4 steps or something and I found it. Still don't see what's her name walking around though. How close are we? Yeah, I think it's... We should see her by now, I think. Hey, Carnage Reaper. What's up? Troublemaker. Ah, what a coincidence. You'll be able to fly. Oh, snow roads. Kinda don't want to fight that. Hey! It's a lab! Thank you, my friend. Welcome to the USS Fat Halfling. Appreciate that, actually, quite a bit. More than you know. Our subscribers are down this month. And I don't know how much of it is my usual people just not getting back on lately to subscribe. Or I haven't harassed them enough. Or the Twitch is just screwing up on the background. Like I downloaded my current subscriber list earlier this week. Because like Tobrell is usually a subscriber, blah blah blah. A couple other friends who they pretty much only watch Twitch for me when they watch. But they have like Amazon Prime. So they have a Twitch Prime account. And man, I hate Stone Guards. No, they didn't used to be the worst ones, but they're definitely warming up to the idea that they are pretty bad. Come on, need that heal. There we go. And let's get our rune arm turned on, shall we? Maybe if we have our rune arm and we increase our damage by a few percentages, that would be pretty sweet. Alright, so we should see a little ghost walking around somewhere. Sometimes she'll be way over here. You still have your subscribe button? Yeah, it takes a little while for the blah 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 for the partnership to trigger. It's much easier now than it was when I started. Because it used to be that they always made you go through some kind of review. Like a manual review. You had to like write a little request and do a little dance. So I don't have enough followers. Oh, well. That is a tough one. There are people! Your paws are people! You'll get there though, you just keep putting out good content. And you'll get there. Like I said, I got you. I'm pretty sure you're still on the auto host, right? So, yeah, we want to blow this fog out, but not my spells out. Apparently, we're not going to be allowed to do that. Yeah, Magic has not been a good stream game for me. Basically, since the bigger streamers, the pros, kind of switched to it. I'm sure Wizards and their sponsored stuff had nothing to do with it. Oh, that's not good. Are you resable yet? Apparently I'm going to have to grab True Steam Scrolls again. I'm used to not having to worry about True Steam. That's what I'm saying, like, now that the big names have come in, the people who come in with, like even Conley's only got, like, 300 people on at a time. Now, when you look at a game, you're like, wow, 300 people, that's a lot of people. And it is. But when you're talking about... She wasn't supposed to be up here. When you're talking about, like, a professional person who streams pretty high. Get like 3 a stream. Hey, Vlax! What's up? Glad to see you from Thailand once again. How was your I want to say were you the guy who was about to head out to your trip to China a couple of weeks ago and get your passporty? No, I forget what it's called. Green card renewed, basically. I think it's a green card there, but something. I forget everybody. That's the problem. I try so hard. I remember conversations, that's my thing. I'll hang on to a conversation longer than I will a name. It's like this is another guy I've been talking to in that area, Philippines, Thailand, somewhere in that region, and we were talking about Alita. I'm here every day and I forget who I am. Dude, some days are worse than others. I've mentioned the brain damage, right? Pretty sure I've probably mentioned that before. Girl, I need a heal, not whatever you're doing. I mean, if you're... Oh my god. I'm just digging myself in a hole. Never mind. Good morning. Of course I remember. I love you. Hi. No, you're the one that... you're upset with me because I got you back into the arena, right? Yeah, I remember. Stupid brain. To arena magic. Okay. I hate this infight. Alright, so this is it. We need this medium armor to come out of here. We got another Ring of Nightfall. That's like what I'm looking for. I'm really tempted to do this quest a second time. That's true. I don't even know who Talab is most of the time. Although he's a subscriber now, so clearly the best among us. I have a Magic tournament to run tomorrow / play in. I have not picked out a deck list. I'm not sure what I want to play. I kind of want to play Mono Black Control with like 2 Banefires in the main and 1 Banefire to go wish for out of the board. With the black land that makes extra black mana. It's kind of expensive to get started, but once you chain them together, it's pretty good. Sorry. My coworker finally posted pictures of his wound, the one that's basically keeping it from working, and it's like a big green rotting chunk of foot. Let me pull up some pictures here for you guys to look. So, I'm not sure how well it's come across, but it's definitely green. But, from the... I mean, that's pretty much his whole ankle on that side. And it's not quite everything here, and I also believe these are, areas that they worked on. I think these are glue. Look at that thing. Isn't that a disaster? I think that's about 8 inches. And this is only like 3. Like I said, I think they had to go in up here for some stuff, if I remember right. And they had to put stuff in on both sides. Man, that's crazy. That's what's keeping him from work. It says, no, I can't play Esper because, a friend of mine's is going to regionals tomorrow, or has left for regionals tomorrow. And most of my Esper stuff went with them. I don't know. I said I've been playing some Mono Black Control on Arena. I am a sucker for Mono Black with some sort of X spell to go get, especially in the last standard. I'm just not 100% that there's enough mass removal type effects. So this quest was a real problem for us last life. This life, I think it'll be no problem. Mostly because... Oh. We, no! We need to change our spells. Let's just go back and change our spells. Band control is pretty good now too. I really like the band deck actually can tap on any turn and still keep up counters. Yeah, I like the idea. I've been playing with it. Playing with a few different versions on Arena. That's okay. For sure. Mostly it's the Frail Mystic, I think. Frail Mystic makes a big deal for me. You guys got a lot of snow? We barely got any. We got a little bit. I don't think we got it. I don't think we had a... Yeah, they're not even saying that any place I can see what our current standing amount of snow is. Like I said, it does not look like very much currently. It's a icy 45 degrees right there. I mean, it sounds okay. The thing is that if that is the cold for you, then that's cold. Right? Like, if that is what you think is chilly, then it's chilly. I think this looks like Crag. Or Crag. For the Ninja Turtles. Ah! Splinter! Get those turtles! Wife is freezing, and I think it's t-shirt weather. I mean, it can be both. Again, it depends on what you find to be hot or cold or indifferent. Like last night, it was chilly, but it wasn't like crazy. And we went, like I said, we went to the movies, and then we went to dinner, and then we went for like a little bit of a pokey drive. Then we came home and hung out on the couch until bedtime. And my wife was, oh, so cold. I'm like, huh, okay. Basement and second floor. So let's go to the basement. Yeah, you jerk. Well, one, you're not going to ever get rid of it on Arena. Arena is the metagame format for red decks of some sort. Two, it's very, very good right now. The pendulum has swung. pretty sure Mystic Snake is still my favorite character. But I love a Rabble Master. I love a Rabble Master. But I also love a Mystic Snake. Alright, so right now we have to go to the second store. Second floor. Beef also is a commander guy, so you can't hold him wanting to win a tournament in a timely fashion against him, because most of the time he doesn't. Win in a timely fashion? That sounds like no fun. Well, my mental fatigue now is not what it used to be. So I've reached the point where I would rather just win. Win in a semi-timely manner. And then take the rest of the round to not be thinking about Magic. Chapel. There's something about that coming in from that way that messes me up almost every time. I'm not sure what it is. That is true. He has shown me. Close that Neef. That Kneef. I'm gonna get a little light bearing butt. Huh, did I know about this? I must have. More get those turtles. You know, I guess we should probably have the disruptor on, actually. You might occasionally get lucky and disrupt something. Blackbone, however, cannot be burned. He's already been burned very badly. Hit 20 last night, now the epic grind. Well, it's a good weekend for that, right? And 20% to all the XPs. Let's see. Did I seriously not just get an icon? Okay, I guess not. What did I find? Take the stone. You have found the keystone. Oh, okay. I still gotta find the other part. Okay. Yeah, the 20% bonus of Pegasus. Wait. Trying to think how much wiggle room I have for playing this weekend. And there's not a lot unless I do some crazy stuff this weekend. Come on, Reaper. You're gonna poof over onto me at some point. You might as well do it now. When I'm ready and waiting. So I gotta assemble a deck for this weekend. That'll take a little while. I could play one of the things I already have built, but then people would know. People gun for me. I also have to get the podcast we recorded last week out. With some sweet deck lists. Yeah, it'll be the 22nd. That's my mother's birthday. And my little sister's also. I have to get my bearings. Today is your daughter's birthday. Well, happy birthday, your daughter. So, I was talking with a viewer the other day. Probably... Let me make sure I get my name in correctly. Or at least it's close that I can remember. Hey Zyla, what's up? I was thinking about you the other day, actually. Hoping that you were well. And back on Lotro with the legacy server or whatever. That's good though. No, they don't. I just didn't switch my boots back. See? Brain damage. But I forget who I was talking to. We were talking about Alita. Yeah. Yeah. Wizarding it up. And if I turn off my cosmetic, I'm wearing full plate, baby! Yeah. Yeah, look at my full plate. Put on my man skirt, though. It's weird without the breeze on my balls. Alright. Escape through the south top. Okay. Can do that. Can do that. But went to watch it last night, and it was pretty much everything I wanted it to be. Full plate and a lampshade. Full plate. It's so good. Yeah, we're wearing the Elfcraft plate. I mean, any excuse to wear full plate, right? On my wizard. It's pretty good. Alright, so we've been struggling in this room the last couple of lives. Mostly due to the fact that our hireling gets themselves murdered. So, I probably shouldn't have brought them in the room at all. It's way over there in that corner. But we have firewall now, so hopefully that'll keep this under control. But, anyway, back to the movie. Comments, I feel like, are not going to break people here. My wife kept saying Jennifer Connelly looks old. I'm like, honey, she's not young. But she looks so old. Okay, babe. The graphics looked amazing. They really, I think, captured the essence of most of the characters. I do feel like they made them a little older. Which is not surprising. That's something that you generally have to do in a movie like that. Because when the movie's around like 11 or 12-year-olds or 13-year-olds, you're like, yeah, it's not quite the same. I will say that I got tricked into reading a review by the New York Times, and as I started reading it, I figured out it wasn't a review at all. It was a complaint list that this robot girl had boobies. I was just like, really? You're gonna complain that a female character looks like a female? But I read the article and I kept it in mind while watching the film, and you know what? Person was drunk. It was a non-factor. Alright, I think we may have woken up enough. We can step the difficulty up a notch. That first hour of play is always real strong for me. It's like, brains. Can't log into DDO or your account. It's not good. Did you get suspended for some reason? Let's see, 42,000 regular XP and 461 Reaper XP. I'll take it. I'll take it. I just love jumping off the Castle Ravenloft. It's one of my favorite things. Yeah, I'm not real sure. Again, I haven't... My Sultai deck's not very good compared. Like, I only have one Fine Finality. I started running a Mending, a Dominaria in the main instead of a Fine Finality, and I really like it. You know what? We're just gonna come back here. You gotta go get another Hireling anyway. Man. Hello, dog. What are you doing? You brought a breeze with you, crazy Doge. You want to say good morning to everybody? Here, up, up. No, not sit. Here. Up. Oh. Oh. I'm gonna stay over here. Look this way. Look this way for a second. Say hi, people. Say hello. All you always want is kisses. I'm not about that right now. I'm not about the kisses. No, I'm not about them. There you go. Now you're saying hi to other people. You fussy little mutt. What's going on? You're sliding all over the place. Why are you being a pain? Why are you being a pain? Alright, why don't you jump down? Down? There you go. Good girl. Oh. She's a good Doge, but she can be a pain sometimes, I tell you what. Oh man, I thought there was more quests. I thought there was more quests. While we are between hirelings, let's go do a Tempest Spine. Oh boy. Think we could probably get away with that R1 Tempest Spine here. It's kind of close. Alright, what are we doing? We're clicking this button, that's what we're doing. Oh, morning. Okay. Well, when I log out, it'll probably be for the morning here. It'll probably be in like 2 hours. Did DDO say anything on Twitter or? Went up the Twitter feed. Yep, their website's down too. Droid Life is having a President's Day sale on cams and alarm systems. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything on any of the places that I would expect to see a note about oh, there's some other people reporting that the issue here. Yeah, I'd like to see them be a little bit more quick on the Twitter updates, especially when like the forums are down. It does make me wonder if they even know that the forums are down or that they're not. Because like internally they may be fine. I never am 100% sure. I know that a lot of times, unless you were paying attention to the URL path, that if I was working on something externally, I could break it, take it down, and it would reroute to the internal server almost flawlessly. So depending on how their extranet, their internal versus their external websites are set up, they might not even know. figured let me ask you guys some questions. Looks like once you're logged in, though, there's no problems. Grim is switching characters. Excuse me. I did get a little bit extra, well, I didn't get a lot of extra sleep last night, but I got a little bit. But I'm still super beat. That's been the motto all week long, though, really. That I'm tired and I need more sleep. What's up, Giant? Oh, you know, we may not actually be able to open the strength lever. Oh, I guess we got a dog. Alright, we have our Doge. Our Doge should be able to open the strength lever. I don't know what his stats are off the top of my head, but those 2 levels of Artie coming in and save my butt again. One clicky here. Oh hey, you know what? I also think I have one of these. Yeah, let's put this thing on. Then let's heal super slowly. Just let myself dance. Like I'm not so low that I want to use my Harper's pin to get out of it. In case they dance me again while I'm low. Robot. Yeah, there's definitely an issue with the server, Beef. You are nowhere near the only one. One, the chat mentioned it. Two, the DDO Solona servers are also full of people having problems. But if people report that they can't get logged in, and you go check their web hosting servers, which so the login servers and the web hosting servers are the same. So if you can't log into DDO.com, or if you can't log in and you can't get to the forums, then the game is having a problem with the login servers specifically. Not 100% sure I got here in time to do this, but we're gonna give it a quick shot. So we didn't quite make it in time. So we're probably gonna have to do a pullback. Instead of sitting there just trying to run both back and forth, forth and back. Oh no, we did it. Never mind. I'm dumb. We're gonna go ahead and shrine here, so we're just gonna blast away. Usually when I have problems logging in, it is because your router. Yeah, I can't attest to that. Like I said, 99% of the time I'm having problems. If I try to log into the forums and it just sits there and spins, it's their login servers are having a problem. Sorry, firewall, not router. To me, I use them basically the same. Oh, there it is. We are investigating website access and game login issues, and we'll let you know more shortly. Hashtag DDO. See? Oh, man. I did that in the wrong order. I don't think at the end of the day it's going to matter that much, but you never know. Alright, so what do you think? So we just go for try to get the kill? I think we'll go for it. Again, I'm not 100% sure that we quite have enough DPS to take him down. But, I think we'll be close. It's going to depend on how many times he flings us off the edge, I guess. Hopefully not at all. So, shortcut engaged. Yeah, I mean, sometimes they are a little slow with the tweet. I literally said a minute ago that I wish that they could speed that up a little bit. But yeah, it'd be nice if they would do something. My concern is always that they don't know what's happening. And their primary way to report an issue is down. But they should see the server population drop as people log out and can't get back in. Hey, ouch. with the ouchie? Alright, you gonna let me actually use my scrolls now? Okay, it's gonna let me use that one. Witty's missing it. He's missing all of our range stuff. We're throwing things like crazy just for Witty, and he's not here to appreciate it. Hey Finley, welcome to the stream. Yep. I'm sure that's not really what it was. Alright. Well, never mind, I guess. Guess we can open all of the levers ourselves. We don't even have to summon our Doge. Alright, we have plenty of time on pretty much everything. Okay, I did something wrong. What did I do wrong here? Hey buddy, I'm just trying to solve this puzzle. Leave me alone for a minute, would you? That doesn't help. Come on, guy. Am I harassing you while you're trying to work? No. There we go. Alright. Oh boy, there's nothing like rolling a whole bunch of 1s and 2s. You can tell that your UMD is not great when all you do is roll 1s and 2s. we close enough? Probably close enough. Alright, I think the first one goes in this one, doesn't it? Alright. Swordjack's power has been greatly reduced. Can't remember if he take fire damage at all. Let's do one of these sample tests here. Yeah, no. He is taking acid from the... Yeah, there we go. Taking big acid. He commands the scary storms. Be scared of the scary storms, you guys. I keep forgetting he's immune to fire. And by forgetting, I mean screwing up and just hitting the wrong button. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Oh, I got another elemental mithril breastplate. That's pretty sweet. If anyone needs one of these on Sir Lona, let me know. I got a spare. Vax, you still here? Doesn't even look like it. Making money is making money. Yeah, they're having some problems. Remember, the login servers and the website hosting are on the same computers. What else is actually out here before we shrine? Anything else we care about? I'd like to go finish CO6. We'll probably do that real quick. There's a lot of good memes here, actually. I love how 18 people report the same thing on a private Facebook thingy, and then they don't. It's like they don't read each other's posts. Stone fetishes. I might have a few. So many stone fetishes I have. But at least I got in before the problems, so I can pretend to be people's DDO fix. Send me back. I kind of feel the same. I've never been against what people would consider pay to win. I think it's just a matter of using other resources. Like, there's somebody like Tobrel, right, who spends, well, he used to spend a lot more time, but used to spend a huge amount of his time doing overtime, working like crazy, and then he didn't have enough time to here, I'm fisting things for you. Is that enough monk fix yet? Here, I'll fist this jar. But I feel like the people who that have that kind of time, where their time is spent working, should not be punished because they can't turn the dollars that they earn working into their in-game stuff. Where you get people like me who can sit here and play the game, you know, not all day, every day, because I can't play that long. My headaches do not allow me to play for more than like 4 hours at a time very comfortably. But, you know, people like me who play a lot, stream a lot, whatever, where we get a significant advantage over the people who are instead working. I don't think that's fair to the people who are working. So, it's like my wife. I can't quite explain it to her, but she really likes Pokemon Go, right? And she really likes the idea of getting a gym and holding it long enough to earn her 50 gold coins every day. Right? Which sometimes means she's got to go out for a couple of hours, go around, find gyms, take them, hold them, go crazy, right? But then when I'm like, I point out to her that she's spending $5 and 3 hours of her time getting 50 cents, she doesn't want to hear it. She could buy through their store 100 of their coins is $1. 99 cents even. I would agree there's some aspect of it because it's P versus E versus P versus P. But even if it was P versus P, I feel like or P versus P, I don't think I would care. Now, unless they had like $100 sword or something that like insta-killed me, short of something like that, I just don't think I would care. You go ahead and throw our Deathwood Potion on. And we're not going to be fighting ghosts. We'll go back to the recoil, I guess. Now, there's something to be said that you know, she's enjoying playing during that time, which is different. You're playing the game for the enjoyment of playing the game, but when your only goal is to go out and make your 50 cents every day, it's a little bit different in my mind. I mean, again, I don't think I would care that much. Depends on the price. Like, I feel, personally, and I've mentioned this to several different developers over the years, that they should make an item that you can get out of the store for a reasonable price, say like 100 DDO points, or whatever it is that they feel is reasonable. But I think you don't want to make it too expensive. And what it does is it takes a bound to character item, makes it, unbinds it, makes it bind on equip, and makes it bound to account. So you can move your raid loot from one character to another. The disadvantage is that people would have no need to pass raid loot then. It'll be okay with 5 people. Titan is not a hard quest. It's just time consuming and easy to mess up. Some of the puzzles are tough. We have actually... I think you only need 2 people to do the Titan pre-raid. But one person has to have like a dog or a pet of some sort. The swim still needs a 3rd person, doesn't it? Maybe not. Maybe you just need 2 people to do the swim. Forgot I had my healing. I'm about to start healing myself with heal scrolls. I'm glad I remembered she was here. This is a good quest generally to have a big XP bonus on. We're over level and we still got 10,000 XP for 5 minutes. Pretty sweet. Yeah, I mean, we used to run it, man, it seems like quite a bit. It was one of the raids that we did, I don't want to say weekly, but like every other week. So, it was good. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I picked up this new follower. Bad skills, Jimbo. I know that name, Jimbo. And I was tweeting back and forth with Grim about collectibles. Apparently she was digging for collectibles earlier. And I just tweeted back, I have 4. And Jimbo here gave me a like on that tweet of I have 4. Gotta go in the back way. DDO Central once again showing the love. Thanks, buddy. I guess we are getting a slight damage increase. Couldn't remember if I had already hit the thing or not. I think we just hit 30 yesterday. Yeah. 30. Not bad for mostly playing Reaper on solo mode, right? Striker says I paid for veteran level and 32-point builds. I didn't pay attention to my favor. Within a week I favored both veteran and 32-point builds. Yeah, I mean, believe me, it is much easier to have 32-point builds right away. Did I hear Voodoo's Reaper equation for what skull you should be running? No. Honestly, I think it comes down to other stuff besides just like some mathematical formula. I would not be opposed to hearing it though. Voodoo usually has pretty interesting thoughts of status of the game. I tend to agree more closely with him than I do others. Although I think Stream Tom's got some good ideas as well. Just think some of them are completely locked in. Voodoo usually has somewhere between 4 people in his party and a full party. You don't really see him soloing. I don't think he enjoys that idea. He definitely likes the M part of the MMO. I mean, that's not probably too bad. Like I said, I think it depends more on your comfort level, the character class that you're playing at the time. Right? And what you are willing to put on the resource pile. It's probably a good rule of like a good rule of thumbs for like a generic idea of where you're at. But like, I was not very comfortable on my monk life last life, even though I had 29 Reaper points. I don't think I would have felt very comfortable playing on Reaper Reaper 3 on that monk. But on the wizard, I could probably jump it up to 4 or 5 if I wanted to for most of the quests. Well, see, and that's the other problem, is that with an equation like that, as a hard and fast rule, you never get Reaper points. I mean, there's a difference between Elite and Reaper 1 for sure. I still feel that Elite is so much easier than Reaper 1. I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's not that much more different. Because you're used to it, or you're adjusted, or whatever. But there's a big difference. That self-healing thing is massive. The damage is not that much different. And the hit points or whatever, that's not that much difference. But when you get low and you slam a healing potion and you get 3 hit points back when you're expecting to get 30, that's a big deal. Well, the perk of playing Reaper mode is that it lessens some grind. Because of the XP bonuses and whatnot. So if you get comfortable in Reaper, you're golden. Yeah, I don't think people fully, because most people don't solo, right? Even if they're short manning, they're usually doing a group of 2. A group of 2 is a lot more common than somebody soloing, although I think it's becoming more common than it was before. We're gonna get this chest here. I will say that the Reaper points are a very good reward for making the effort to get into it. But really, that extra, the first time completion bonus for XP is just, and for that you just have to do R1. So anybody can do R1. Like, you get a hireling and you play smart, you can do R1. Heck, Wednesday, Shu and I did R1 Slavers. And that was a crazy long. Like, we spent an hour per quest. Right? Like, that was insanely long. And I remembered almost nothing of the quest. I remember bits and pieces here or there. Very small amounts of that quest. So it was basically exploring that quest new. Shu said he's ran it like a handful of times. And eventually Shu pulled out the map. on the wiki, and we were able to get through the quest. Not well, but we got through the quest fine. I'm an experienced DDO player with 30 Reaper points. Right? I still struggled on that quest, not knowing it, not being able to self-heal worth a poo. Why did I not just teleport back? Dumb. The person responsible for casting the heals on you is not you, so it's not, I mean, I wouldn't call it self-healing. I wouldn't even necessarily call what I do soloing a lot of the time. Because I do typically use a hireling. It's just the word that people kind of understand with what it is that I do. Yeah. Well, and if you can learn to run the hirelings, then they're sometimes, in my opinion, occasionally they are superior to some players. A hireling will never intentionally gather too many mobs. The hireling will never intentionally troll you. It may unintentionally troll you. Wow, okay. Look at that. I drank that potion, got 7 points of life. 7. That is a ridiculous say. Catch. Catch again. Although I could really use her throwing me a heal. There we go. Man, my Facebook is just blowing up. I mean, I kind of get it. The idea that they're gonna go break loose undead people to help. But I don't understand. If you were just gonna go get the undead people anyway, why would you wait? I cannot see, Captain. The dog left the door open. I have a chill. I have a breeze. The furnace is on, which is making it even colder somehow. Yeah, sorry, I guess I should have said something. Yeah, the issues have been resolved for like a couple of minutes now. They tweeted it not very long ago. Tweeted it 3 minutes ago. Alright, everyone, nobody ever log out now. Stay logged in forever. So LJ and Dustin, although I didn't think they were leaving until today, but LJ and Dustin are going to Ben's. The baby's getting baptized today, or tomorrow. Tomorrow. And, they're, in Iowa. Apparently it's 8 degrees, and people are unhappy that it's 8 degrees in Iowa. I'm not exactly sure what the current temperature is here, but probably a little bit above 8. I hate this pull-up. Dang it. I was trying to... I was gonna put her up here. Well, let's get our collectible, then let's go rescue her. Get off your stone. I'd rather take the time to make sure that I can get healed when I need to be healed. I mean, like, look at this. I'm already down to 2/3 of my hit points. It was almost 50 yesterday, now it's down to 8. I mean, it's winter. I remember riding my bike that I got on Christmas Day in a t-shirt and shorts because it was like 85. I got my bike when I was 12. I'll be 40 this year, I think. So 30-ish years ago. Maybe I was 11. Like I was 12 though. I feel like I was 12. But like the weather has always been like that. There's an amazing like article in one of the one of the major scientific newspapers. They were doing some work in the North Pole? I think in the North Pole. And they talked about how a bunch of animal life was dying. Ice flows that should not have been passable were passable. Basically, they were talking about how if this trend continues, we're gonna start seeing major coastal flooding in 10 years. All that terrible stuff. What? I missed the summoning. That one was dead, wasn't it? It had to be the last one. I'm like 80% positive I killed that last one. Must not have. Must have got it basically dead and left. Like this was it was a huge major paper. And there was Sliver left. It was written like in 1809. Oh my goodness. Now I'm not saying that there isn't weather phenomenon going on or anything like that, or that people aren't necessarily helping it or hurting it or whatever. I'm not saying any of that stuff. I'm just saying that for as long as we have been paying attention, the weather has not been a constant. We think it has been, but it's not. All that being said, I think we shouldn't pollute. I think that includes air pollution. Another thing. But I'm also a guy who, you'll hear me say a lot of things about, like, what are you doing? Like, I have farm animals that I keep. Like right now, since we're in the process of downgrading to hopefully our tiny house, which is another thing I'm doing, right? Going to a tiny house. We're kind of weeding off our farm animals, but we had ducks and chickens for years. I had a greenhouse for the last 8 years where I grew some of my own food. I rode a bike, like a pedal bike. I bought a moped not very long ago. I'm gonna be riding the big fat Samius is gonna drive his little bitty moped around town. Me 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 me. Why? Because I feel like I don't need to be adding that much extra pollution and stuff to the world. But these are all individual choices that I made. So then I ask people, what are you doing? What is it in your life that you're doing to make a better, cleaner planet? Ride the moped with one of those dinosaurs. Pretty sweet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, when not Mount St. Helens, with Yellowstone finally erupts, which is way overdue, basically. It'll take out pretty much everything. I agree. Remind me to come back for the 2 collectibles. I don't feel like dealing with it right now. But instead I just detour back, grab them, and then detour again. Should take no time. I'm just going to use Grimm's DDO Puzzles app as a reference for these. I know one of them's 1 turn and the rest of them are 4 turns, but I don't know what is what. I think that's right. If not, it's something I remember vaguely that Les has said. turns in here. Alright, yellow is Ghost. That can't be right. Yeah, that should be right. Oh no. I'm beginning to have a real problem today. It's okay. Let's attack this guy from a little ways away. So maybe the first one's like way more than one, and then the rest are four. Again, I don't remember. That's why I go to the tools. Tobrel once said something I'm sure he got out of a textbook, but from somebody else. And he said, knowledge is not knowing the answer. It's knowing where to go to look it up. It's the wisest thing Tobrel ever said. Alright, let's see. We gotta pick up our collectibles. Thanks everyone for reminding me. Samius, you didn't even take the time to let us... I know. I'm saying, thanks for reminding me. You guys are the best. Exactly 10 monsters. Perfect. That means we did not kill an extra thing. We did not waste an extra resource. That was perfect, you guys. Alright, I think we're going to get our end reward here. And we're going to play for just a little bit longer, and then I think we're going to wrap up a little earlier tonight. Or today. Not like super miles early, but a little bit. I think I was there a bunch today. I always hate the days when the pain is okay. Like, it's not pain, but it's all the other symptoms. Like blurry vision. Can't concentrate. Have a hard time seeing. purple dots, stuff like that. Those are always the hardest days. Oh, hello. Oh. I think I have something just like that already. This loot needs remodeled. And it doesn't even need remodeled so much as it just needs its levels lowered. Gobnoblin boots. None of this stuff matters like at all. This at least doesn't have anything in its slot, so we should be able to craft on it. I think people are starting to... They're logging in, being able to play. If you can play, you should... I mean, you tend to want to play. Not watch an old guy squint his eyes and rub his face. Alright, let's do like one more here. What's... We got to the desert. A lot of good quests there. It's probably where we just need to go. It's out to the desert. To the sands of the Mamakaran. Oh. Can't believe someone hasn't recommended that I've done R10 yet. My phone says it's 22 degrees here in Kansas, by the way. Well, in Selena. Oh, that's a nice big moon. It's not. very round. Is the moon in Eberron teardrop shape? That looks round. It's an interesting optical illusion. I guess it could also be round. I don't know. Whatever reason, when I look at this shape, I feel like it looks like a teardrop. But you come over here, it's clearly the same round. Sorry. See? These are the kind of things that happen. Huh? Shiny! Down. How am I stopping and killing everything? Where are wizards? And we have Didor if we get in over our head. How am I making this realization and I'm still doing the same thing I was doing a minute ago? Let's go. Come on, boys. Alright, I feel like we're a little over our head. Ah, Didor! Didor to safety! To safety! Alright, we were a little over our heads. Let's see, you think the mobs are here yet? Hey, they're here, they did it. Where'd the rest of them go? That's not the button I meant to push. Come on. Well, that seemed totally reasonable. I'm an idiot sometimes. And I mostly just mean when I'm awake. When I'm asleep, I'm the smartest man alive. Ask me anything as long as I'm 100% asleep and can't hear you, I'd answer you 100% correct if I could during those times I was asleep if I was awake. But if you wake me up, then I'm not asleep. Yeah, not asleep anymore. It's a real problem that I have. Only I can figure out how to communicate with people when I'm asleep. Solve all the world's problems. I hate methods. Methods are like the monsters in DDO or in Magic, where when they die, they spawn another more annoying monster. Ah, create a 1/1 copy of this creature, but it has flying instead of whatever. Ugh. Here's my 0/1. When this creature dies, make a 6/6. That has when this creature dies, make a 9/9. Why? Why are we busting my chops? Why you make me kill this monster 5 times, video game? Hey, Ice Soul, what's up? That fire is so chilly! Cold fire. I think we're gonna die. Alright, we killed 11 from that pot. Come on, chick. Alright, we made it. Against all odds. I feel like this first little spell should be hitting harder. I guess not. So their spell power is a little lower than it should be, huh? Yeah, I'm filled with first world problems right this minute. I apologize. We'll push through. Double champ situation. think we can do the next little fight here without having to go too crazy. But we are getting close to the point where I would like to have some extra hit points. She's over there. She could probably stick her head out and throw us a heal if she wanted. But only if she really wants to. Apparently, she never wanted to. She never cared. Got a Reaper. Oh, we're dead. I didn't realize we had gotten that low. No big. No big. Oh, okay. Okay, good. She didn't teleport to us. Man, penalty box is real today. There's every chance I'm going to die again clearing this fight, actually. So let's just shrine. And then we'll finish this fight. Or, sorry, we'll finish this fight, then we'll shrine. That's what I'm trying to say. Demon soul, huh? Oh, jeez. Method of Fernia's poison damage over time hit you for 82 points of poison damage. And then the final blow was a Famine Reaper hitting me for 86 points of damage. So that's 200 points of damage in like less than 2 seconds. Seems reasonable. I don't know, I had a feeling. Maybe it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. I don't know.
To the front lines!
To the front line, Blade! Hey, buddy. Thanks for that. Fortunately, we are getting ready to wrap up for the morning here. Hey, looky there. I was able to like, res and do stuff. Maybe I'll actually be able to Just die a whole bunch. Hey, Blade. Come to watch me get rickety wrecked one more time. I think even if we die here, we should be able to finish this fight. This go around. Alright, let's go Shrine. Let's try and finish this quest. Hey, would you please shrine? No? You don't wanna? How about here? Shrine over here? Thanks. There it is. We gotta... I really don't want to get murderated again. So I'll drag the guys back near the hireling in hopes the hireling decides to actually heal me. There's that demon soul. Nope. Now the hireling's dead. That demon soul is really working me over. It's 100% the demon soul. Everything else is nothing. I literally don't care about any of the other monsters in this quest so far. It's literally just been that demon soul. And every time we've engaged that demon soul, we've died. This is where I really wish I had either an insta-kill or like an acid arrow type dot. Are they just making more of the same demon soul guy? 82, 110. Where are you going? 173. That dot is insanely good right now. I almost died just standing there. Love tap. Come here. Go ahead and switch to the cold. I'm not sure. Yeah, they'll take double damage. Alright. I wasn't 100% sure they were going to take double damage from the weapon damage, but... Man, I wish I would have loaded up Ice Storm now. We have a dot on us? No. Yeah, the champs just hits. No! What are you doing? Looks like she did not pick up the aggro. Man, I'm just... I don't know, this last half an hour or so, my... just started choking real bad. I almost wonder if I should just go full on. Full on caster mode. Hi girl, you should be in range to throw me a heal now. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. We just wiped. Okay, well, I'm calling it. I screwed up real bad. I admit it. I'm not here anymore. I checked out that half an hour ago. I apologize for sucking real bad. Please forgive me. Alright guys, well it's time to break my fast pretty much anyway. So I'm gonna go deconstruct my stuff, fix all my broken things, get out of here. Remember, no more stream tonight, unless weird stuff happens at Magic tonight, which it could, I don't know. So, as always, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I'm gonna try real hard to, I don't know, maybe get a nap. Samius, didn't you get up at 10 o'clock? I did. And you're gonna take a nap at 2 o'clock? I am. When your brain says melt, you melt. If you need an elemental mithril breastplate and on the Solona server, hit me up. Send me a letter. I will mail it to you. It is yours. Otherwise, hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll, if I can be around more this weekend, I will be. I want to do something with this 20% XP bonus. I don't know. I have no words. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon. Peace.